So the Highland Trail 550 is a 550 mile bikepacking race. So the first woman to do the Highland Trail was Iona Evans, who's local to Strathspey, and it was her dot I watched going round, and she was coming through Allapool, and she was the only pink dot out there because they have blue and pink, which is a bit sad. And I was like, why is there only one lassie there? That's ridiculous. My first bike race was 5 years ago. So yeah, not a racer at all. I failed spectacularly on the Highland Trail. On the first Highland Trail I was there for 8 days. I got stuck by a massive river. I couldn't get across it. I was absolutely done in. I didn't finish the race. I got to the point that I couldn't put my shoes on, I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk for about a week and a half afterwards. It was really, really bad. I completely burst myself. But at that point, like when I was lying in my bed, a bit of a sorry state, not completing, I was like, oh, I actually really loved that. So after the Highland Trail, I was doing longer and longer miles, and once I started hitting like 100-mile back-to-back days, I was like, hang on a minute, like this is pretty cool. I looked at the round the world record and I was like, I'm doing these days already. So it just seemed like the logical step. It was ridiculous. Like I thought physically and mentally I could do it, but I was a bit like, but you know, I'm not Mark Beaumont, or I've not had this like upbringing or start in life, or just sort of thought, oh, am I, like, is this for me? Maybe this is for other people. Like that imposter sort of feeling. But it's almost like, do you deserve a place there? So I had to work through quite a lot of that stuff just to be like, no, you can give this a go. Like you are, like you've proved it to yourself time after time that you could do this. It was always going to be a Guinness World Record attempt. Before I left, that was my #1 aim. Within a week in, I was like, no, I have to come back alive. Like that's my #1 aim. And to get that record, I had to cycle for a minimum of 18,000 miles. My whole trip distance had to be 24,900 miles. So it's the same as the circumference of the Earth. The main rule is that the clock never stops. So Guinness don't mind how you do it. I could have gone with a full support crew. The woman whose record I broke had a support crew with her. I went solo, so it was all by myself. And I did all my own logistics and like flights and things. And yeah, so that's solo and unsupported. I averaged 154 miles a day for the whole world, and I broke the previous world record by 20 days. Yeah. Which is quite nice. Yeah. That's a lumpy rock. Really lumpy. Not seen one like that.